Welcome back to the channel. Most people never stop to think about pennies from the early 1980s. They see the date, assume the coin is common, and move on without a second thought. But that habit is exactly why valuable coins continue to slip through everyday hands. Today, we're taking a serious, collector-level look at two Lincoln cents that deserve your full attention: the 1981 Lincoln penny and the 1982 Lincoln penny. These coins were struck during a critical transition period in U.S. minting history. And if you know what to look for, they can be worth far more than 1 cent. Let's start with the 1981 Lincoln penny. On the surface, it looks like a normal copper cent, and millions were produced. But the early 1980s were a difficult time for the U.S. Mint. Equipment was aging, production demands were high, and quality control wasn't always perfect. As a result, many 1981 pennies were struck with weak details, worn dies, and subtle abnormalities that collectors pay close attention to today. Collectors carefully examine 1981 pennies for signs of doubling in the date and lettering. Sometimes the numbers appear thicker than normal, or the letters show a slight separation that looks like a shadow. These features aren't caused by damage. They're signs of a die that wasn't perfectly prepared. Die cracks are another major point of interest. These appear as raised lines across the coin and can run through Lincoln's portrait, the date, or the lettering. The more dramatic and visible the crack, the more desirable the coin becomes to error collectors. Off-center strikes are also known for this year. These occur when the coin blank isn't properly centered during the strike, causing part of the design to be pushed toward one side while leaving blank metal exposed on the other. Even a small off-center strike can add noticeable value, especially when the date remains fully visible. Condition plays a huge role as well. Most 1981 pennies were heavily circulated, so clean, sharply struck examples with original color stand out immediately and can command strong premiums. Now let's move to the 1982 Lincoln penny, one of the most important years in modern penny history. This was the year the U.S. Mint transitioned away from the traditional copper composition to a zinc-based core with a thin copper coating. That change created multiple varieties and striking differences within the same year, making 1982 pennies a favorite among collectors. What makes 1982 pennies so exciting is that subtle differences can mean a huge difference in value. Weight, strike quality, and surface appearance all matter. Some coins feel heavier in the hand, while others feel noticeably lighter. Collectors also look closely for unusual textures, incomplete details, and surface abnormalities that indicate something went wrong during production. Off-center strikes, struck through errors, and die cracks are all known for this year and can dramatically increase value. Because so many different types of 1982 pennies exist, this is one year that collectors never ignore. Even experienced coin hunters check every single 1982 penny they find, knowing that one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into a major discovery. Condition once again plays a critical role. Most 1982 pennies were heavily circulated, scratched, or exposed to harsh environments, making high-grade examples far scarcer than most people realize. What truly makes the 1981 and 1982 Lincoln pennies exciting is that they are still out there. These coins haven't disappeared into private collections. They're still being spent every day, sitting in jars, hiding in drawers, and rolling through bank machines. That means anyone can find one, not just collectors with expensive equipment or rare connections. The next time you get change, slow down. Take a closer look at your pennies. Check the dates, study the details, and look for anything unusual. Because sometimes the most valuable coins aren't old, rare, or flashy. They're hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone who knows how to look.